Hey now guys, CJ here with the Build Show, and check out what I got a pile of. Today we're talking PVC, underground specifically, and our install process when working with PVC. From an electrician standpoint, we'll call it electrical plumbing. All right guys, let's dive right in. I'm standing on a job site that we are going to talk about a lot. There's a previous video, I think, out there or somewhere on the Build Show network where we talk about underground infrastructure for a new property. And so we're actually on a job site right now where we're putting in infrastructure. But I want to talk more about like the nuts and bolts, the actual details of what it looks like for an electrician when you're installing underground conduits for wiring to be distributed throughout the property. First things first, we've had all our material delivered, and then we had different stuff out here in this pile. Most of our conduit comes in 10-foot lengths. You can order it in 20-foot lengths. Traditionally, 10s are just easier to work with in most scenarios. Unless we're going a super long distance, we'll bring out 20s. But it really makes no difference if you install it properly. Another thing that I want to just touch on real quick is you'll notice on PVC conduits, there's always two different ends, right? So I got the straight end here, and then when you order PVC, you can order this pre-molded in bell end, right? See, it's already belled. And so that's a factory coupling actually molded into the conduit. Most electrical PVC can be ordered that way. If not, you know, we can always add couplings, right? So if we're going in two straights together, or we're connecting what I'll talk about here in a minute, a sweep, same thing though. Most sweeps come with a factory bell end and then a straight end. But if you happen to cut an end and you wanted to make two straight ends together, obviously we can still use a coupling, but I'll dive into those later. So sweeps, I'm going to discuss in detail. I want to start with our pipe though. Trick number one, something that's standard issue at CNC Electric is you can see when it comes from the factory, usually they got a nice soft chamfer on a factory cut. But traditionally, the conduits aren't the exact length that you need them. Oftentimes we'll use a bandsaw. We did for on our cutting methods, but a portaband's a great tool as long as you're cutting straight. They also have automated PVC shears. You can use a hacksaw. I mean, really whatever you want to use to cut your PVCs on you. We use different stuff for different techniques. But for the most part, when you do cut a conduit, even if you're using a fine blade, you'll end up with a little bit of a rough edge. And so what we always have in our pocket is a small reaming tool, and we'll actually ream that edge to give us a nice factory chamfer. And then again, sometimes if you're using the right cutting, you don't have to ream the outside. It's a smooth cut, but that inside edge is really crucial. From an electrician standpoint, that's an edge that when we're pulling wires through these conduits, if we don't have that nice chamfered edge, then it's gonna tear into your conductors. So one trick that we do, even though they most of the time come chamfered from the factory, is when we get our pipe delivered, you have all your ends lined up on that straight edge, and we'll just in a pile ream every single one. So if we're running long lengths and we're going 10, another 10, another 10, we got 30-foot run, we already know all our stuff is chamfered.